Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a huge Bath & Body Works haul. Normally if I go to Bath & Body Works, I only really get body care, mainly mist, like body mists, because I don't really care about body washes too much. Like I don't really care to spend money on body washes because that scent doesn't really linger. All I care about is the actual spray, and if I really like the spray, then I get the lotion. I literally have 3 bags full of scents. I have scents from the fall collection and scents from the winter collection that they just put out. I've mentioned to you guys a little while back that I would do like a body mist and perfume layering type video, like which body mists go well with perfumes to create some bomb combinations. And I know that I've promised that for a long time, but I promise you guys it will be coming up soon. I just have so many videos to get through. My next video will be Victoria's Secret because I have bought a lot of scents from Victoria's Secret as well. They've come out with a lot of new scents, new collections, so I can't wait to show it all to you guys so that I can make the layering video because I've already discovered some amazing combinations. So you're gonna want to stay tuned to see what those are. I actually have a subscriber that works in Bath & Body Works, which is so crazy because I was in Bath & Body Works once and I was checking out and she saw my name and she was like, I watch your perfume videos. So if you're watching this video, thank you for watching, and it was so crazy meeting you. And I was kind of like so flustered and I literally don't even know what I said to you. So if I seemed so like weird, it's just because I was like in shock. Like I was literally like, is this real life right now? But I just want to say a huge thank you for like saying that you watch my videos, because literally that made my entire day after you said that. But I just wanted to mention that because we are talking about Bath & Body Works. So anyways, before we get into this video, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. We reached 11,000, which is insane. I literally just hit 10,000 and we're already at like, I think right now we're at like 11,200. I don't understand how we're moving so fast, but thank you guys so much for subscribing. And if you are not subscribed yet, please make sure that you are. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So this is in no particular order. Like I'm probably gonna pull out a Christmas collection scent and then a fall scent. Like it's gonna be very jumbled up because I have like 3 different bags here. I swear I have like over 30 items to show you guys, and I got everything for dirt cheap because I had like 3 coupons to get like 3 like full size body care items, and then I had 3 20% off coupons which I also used. And then Bath & Body Works also has like their buy 3 get 3 free, and you can use your coupons on top of those promotions that they have. So literally I got all of these for a very good price. Okay, so the first scent that I have here is Honey Wildflower. When this first came out, I was really like not about it. I like honey notes, obviously I like sweet scents, but like the Honey Wildflower, all the florals, this was giving me very much floral fragrance vibes. If you watch my channel, you know I'm not into florals like that. I actually think I smelled this when it first came out and I was like, like I don't really like that, but I smelled it again a couple days ago and I really liked it. There is florals in it, but that honey really stands out and makes this an overall sweet fragrance, not so much like just a floral fragrance. This has fragrance notes of crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, and sweet honey. I think that sweet honey is really like what is making this fragrance for me, and overall, when I smell it, that's really all I'm getting. It's fresh and uplifting, but that honey is still there. It's a really pretty scent overall. I can see this working well with so many perfumes in my collection. I don't think that this is super light. She has a strong smell to her, so I feel like pairing this up with a similar perfume will just be like a match made in heaven. Next up, I found Winterberry Wonder. I didn't get a chance to pick this up last Christmas, but I smelled this in one of the stores. You guys know I'm all about the berries. Like the berries, give me any scent that is berry scented and I will fall in love. And this is no different. This is so pretty. Although it's Winterberry Wonder, I feel like this could be worn all year round because I'm just getting like a berry scent. So if you love berries, this is like super berry, sugary, sweet. It has fragrance notes of ruby frost, winterberry, sparkling cranberry, and crystal vanilla. I feel like it's like a cranberry blackberry sort of scent, and then a little bit of that vanilla, which is giving it even more of a sweetness. It's super like bright and fruity. It kind of smells realistic. It gives me similar vibes to black raspberry vanilla, which I love, like I'm obsessed with. I feel like this is in the same family as that. And also Be Enchanted, which again is another one of like my top favorite Bath and Body Works sprays. So if you love scents like Be Enchanted and Black Raspberry Vanilla, or just berries in general, Winter Berry Wonder is absolutely delicious. Then I had to get me another Snowflakes and Cashmere. I already have this in my collection. I actually have it like right here. I'm obsessed with this scent. This is the sexiest, soft, kind of intimate cashmere scent. I really don't know how to describe it. It's also sweet, and again, it is like a winter scent, Snowflakes and Cashmere, but I feel like this is an all year round scent. It has notes of vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. This is so amazing. Like, those fragrance notes are for so like right up my alley. If you do end up seeing this in your Bath and Body Works stores, highly recommend you get this. This is so good. It has like a tiny bit of like this smokiness to it. Snowflakes and Cashmere kind of makes it seem like it's a more fresher, uplifting type scent, and this is more of like a dark, sultry fragrance to me. I don't know how to explain it, but this is like a scent that you need from the winter collection. It's creamy, it's dark, it's delicious, and it's pretty strong, so it will last you a good amount of time, especially if you spray like I do and literally like take a shower in your body sprays. Then it'll last you a long time. I love Snowflakes and Cashmere. Ever since I saw it last year, I'm obsessed with that scent, and I was very looking forward to it coming out again this year, so I'm really glad that it did. Now, with this next perfume, clearly, I love this scent so much, and it's so weird because I hate all of the notes that are in it, and I hate pumpkin scents. I hate pumpkin. I hate cinnamon. I just don't like that. Like, it's good in like candles, and I would love my room to smell like that, but me, like my body to smell like pumpkin spice is just not like my vibe. But I don't even know why I smelled this, but I saw the little stand of some of like their leftover like fall collection scents that they had, and I was smelling all of them, and I came to this one and I fell in love with it. And just reading the name's literally everything I hate. The notes are everything I hate, but the scent, I love this so much. It's the only scent I got doubles of, and I got the body cream of, because oh my god, I'm obsessed with this scent. And although it's called Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, I feel like I'm gonna wear this all year round. I don't know what this reminds me of, but it reminds me of something. This is gonna sound so weird, but this reminds me of Chicago. I had this trip to Chicago like a few years ago, and it was a really nice little vacation that I had with my family. It was a really good trip, and I feel like this is what Chicago smelled like. It's very perfumey, and this scent is strong, and it lasts on your body. I already like wore this out, and it lasted me for like as much as a perfume would. This has fragrance notes of heirloom pumpkin, autumn cinnamon, ginger snap, and whipped vanilla. I don't know if it's that whipped vanilla really just bringing this together, and it kind of gives it like this creamy but at the same time airy vibe. Everything is so well combined in this that even if you don't like pumpkin spice sort of scents or cinnamon, this is like, it literally has cinnamon in the name, and it is like a really perfumey type scent. It smells like a perfume, like an expensive perfume. I cannot wait to pair this up with so many scents. I'm obsessed with this. It's sweet. It has that whipped vanilla, so it is sweet. I don't really get cinnamon in here. Maybe it has like a slight little spice element to it. I don't really know how to explain it, other than if you have my similar scent taste and you see this in your stores, please check this out. Clearly, I love this scent. It is a scent I will be using all year round, not just in the fall and winter. There's something about that scent. I'm telling you, at least go and smell it, because that smells so good. Even if you don't like cinnamon, even if you don't like pumpkin, I just said I hate both of those things like so much, but I don't really get that in those, and I just get something so good. Then I have two more fall scents. I actually got these when they first came out. So I have Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I love anything marshmallow, and I just said I hate pumpkin scents, and I really do. And typically I don't really like latte scents, mocha scents. I don't really want to smell like coffee. But I went and smelled this in the store. This has fragrance notes of pumpkin latte, toasted marshmallows, creamy sandalwood, and praline musk. So based off of those notes, you can tell this is not like going to be like a straight up pumpkin scent because it's like pumpkin latte. So that pumpkin factor is not going to be so prominent in here, which I liked. And then of course, I love marshmallow. I was expecting like a creamy marshmallowy gourmand fragrance, and that's exactly what you get. Again, the pumpkin factor in here is not so strong. It is so sweet. If you love gourmand scents, and again, you don't like pumpkin-y scents, I highly recommend this one because really you're just getting like a marshmallowy. I don't really get much sandalwood in here, but the praline musk, like very creamy and fluffy, warm, gourmand type fragrance. So if that is something that sounds good to you, you would love that as well. And the next one in that same collection, this is coconut candy apple. This one was a new scent in the collection. I'm not a huge fan of coconut scents. They give me a headache. I used to love them and now I cannot stand them. I kind of associate apple scents with like a really fresh, almost like room spray type of scent. And so that's not always really something that I gravitate towards. This combination, it kind of drew me in, the packaging and everything. This has fragrance notes of candied red apple, shredded coconut, and vanilla spice. Based off of the candied red apple, I thought I would like it because it's not just like a boring fresh apple. I was expecting a little bit more of like sweet candy type scent. It has that kind of fresh apple element, but it's a little bit spicy. It's kind of a cinnamony apple, basically like what you think of a like fall apple scent to smell like. So it does have that element, which I normally wouldn't like, but there's something about the coconut in here. It's not a beachy type of coconut. Like that kind of coconut gives me a headache and I cannot stand. But the coconut in here is kind of like rounding out that apple, making it sweet and really authentic to that candy apple. It smells like a coconut candy apple, like exactly what you would think if you smelled a coconut candy apple, if that even exists. That's exactly what this smells like. It kind of opens up a little fresh, like a freshly bitten red apple, but then that coconut comes in right away, and in the dry down it really settles down, makes it really creamy and sweet. So I love this. This is not like a boring fresh apple scent. There's a lot more to it, and even if you don't like coconut, this is so good. It's just rounding it out, and the coconut in here almost kind of smells like a really creamy vanilla scent. This is another scent that I picked up a backup of because I loved it when this first came out, and by the time I wanted to get a backup of it, it wasn't in stores anymore. This is Pink Velvet Cupcake. Around the time that this first came out last year is when I started getting really into Bath and Body Works, and this scent was kind of like the gateway for me getting really into Bath and Body Works. I don't know why, but I feel like when I first smelled this scent in stores, I fell in love with it. And I was like, I should shop here more often. Although it is Pink Velvet Cupcake, you would think this would be very gourmand, a very, very sweet cupcake type of scent. But there is a fresher element to it. It's still very sweet, very cupcakey. And literally when I smell this, I think of the color pink. Like really sweet and girly. Kind of reminds me of Velvet Sugar a little bit. So if that was a scent that you liked, you would love this. The notes in here are like my dream notes. They're literally the best notes ever. There's sparkling red berries, whipped pink marshmallow, and sugared praline. When I read that, I didn't even need to smell the scent because I could already smell it just based off of those notes. I remember like clearly when I first smelled this last year, I was like in love with it, and just smelling it again, it's still so good. Like very girly, very sugary, kind of has a little bit of like a fresh element, so it's not so like sugary sweet. It's not too gourmand. It's got like a little bit of that fruitiness to kind of give it a little bit of a fresh factor. If you're into scents like Velvet Sugar, just really sweet, sugary with a little bit of like fruity scents, and you love marshmallow, this is it. I have already paired this up with some amazing perfumes that kind of give off the same vibe, and the combination, you guys are gonna have to see what I pair this up with, because the combination is absolutely delicious. Another scent that I was so shocked to love, but a lot of people were reviewing this scent as being very perfumey and very like expensive smelling. And based off of the name, I would have never gravitated towards this if I hadn't heard that, because I just don't really like these scents. This is white pumpkin and chai. Not in love with the pumpkin scent again, and also like chai. But so many people said that this smells very perfumey and like very high end. And people were saying that this doesn't really give you pumpkin vibes if you happen to not love that, which I don't. This has fragrance notes of cinnamon, cider, spiced pumpkin, and vanilla glaze. If I were to have like blind bought this, based off of just the notes, I feel like I would have never blind bought this, because cinnamon cider, hate cinnamon, spiced pumpkin, I don't like pumpkin, or like spicy pumpkin, that's even worse. Vanilla glaze, yeah, you got me with that one, but I don't know, I feel like I would have never gravitated towards this. I'm gonna have like 25 cents on me by the end of this video. This is so good. It's very gourmand, honestly. I really get that like chai factor, which I normally again would not be into, but this is so sweet and fluffy and gourmand. And I love this so much that I got the lotion to go with it, because I don't know, every time I really love a scent, I have to get the lotion. It's just how it is. This is really good. It's very perfumey. It's exactly what people say, and it's delicious. Alright, so when this first came out, I was very anti this fragrance, because I went and smelled it before people said what this was a dupe of, because this is a dupe for a very high-end fragrance. And before I even heard people saying that it was a dupe, when I first saw this on Bath & Body Works, like on their website, I saw the packaging. I literally wanted to sprint to Bath & Body Works to get it. Like, I was so obsessed with the packaging, and I thought it was going to be so good. It looked like it would be like sweet berries, kind of reminded me of like Be Enchanted. I was hoping it would give me that vibe. Of course, this is fairy tale. I mean, look at this packaging. I feel like this packaging alone made me want to buy this scent. Like, they did such a good job on this packaging. It's really giving you like fairy tale. This reminds me of like that Barbie Swan Lake movie. And then I went and smelled this, and when I first smelled this, I was like, and the perfume that this is similar to, I think we all know at this point, is Lieb from YSL. This smells so similar to that, like so similar. It's almost spot on, but it's a little bit softer. It's a little bit more berry-like, I would say. This has pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. This is kind of like floral sweet, which is the same thing with YSL Lieb. Like, they're very floral, kind of sweet scents. Very sexy though, and the reason why I kind of rationalized getting this is because I felt like it would be a really, really like perfect combination to pair up with Lieb, because obviously they're almost the same scent, but this one has like a little bit more sweetness to it. That is the reason why I bought it. Am I like so in love with this scent? I mean, not really, because Lieb, to begin with, it's a really good scent, very sexy. It's not like my top favorite perfumes of all time. I wear it a lot. It's like a perfect date night, sultry, sexy, deep and dark type of fragrance, but it's not like my go-to type of scent, so that's why I kind of hesitated on this one. But I feel like the pairing with the two will be really nicely, which is why I bought it. Okay, then in this little bag, I had to get this scent. I don't know why they only brought this scent out in just the travel spray version, but of course the scent is right up my alley. This is Mary Cookie. This smells like a sugar cookie, freshly out the oven, vanilla, like if you're baking cookies during the holidays. This actually reminds me a lot of, what are they called? I think they're just called sugar cookies. They look like this. I know so many people hate these types of cookies. I love them. I always get them, and I go through the entire thing. I literally eat it in like a day. This scent actually smells exactly like what those kind of cookies smell like very sugary, sweet, edible, gourmand. Literally, you want to eat it. I wore this to bed one night, and my fiance was like, you literally smell like a cookie, like you smell so good. And I got 3 of them because they only came out in the mini versions. Now, some people were mad at this scent because people said that this is just a repackage of, I believe, Christmas cookies. I bought Christmas cookies last year. I'm pretty sure they brought it back this year. It's an online exclusive. You can't get it in store. People were mad because this is basically the exact same scent as Christmas cookies, but they made it look like it's a completely different scent, and they also added different notes to it, even though this smells exactly like Christmas cookies. So that's why this kind of stirred up a little controversy. I love this regardless, even if it smells like Christmas cookies. I have Christmas cookies right here. pretty much identical. If you didn't for some reason want to get this online, you could go to the store and buy these. The fragrance notes that they say are in here are lemon icing, warm sugar cookie, shredded coconut, and vanilla bourbon. So I feel like they added so many other notes. Whereas in Christmas cookies, you have creamy cookie dough, almond biscotti, and caramel woods. When I first had this, I thought that this was like this, like very sugary, very edible, and it still is. But smelling them side by side, this one is giving me a lot more of like an intense sugar cookie. This one is like a hint bit fresher, like just a hint. It's still very sweet, very sugary cookie dough type of scent, but has a hint more of a freshness, whereas this one is just straight up gourmand, straight up you just took cookies out of the oven. I literally want to eat off my hand every time I put this on. Now another scent similar to that, don't worry, because if you cannot find Merry Cookie or Christmas cookies, I have another scent for you guys that smells very similar to both. This came out in the holiday collection. This is so good. This is Joy Sugared Snickerdoodle. I mean, what would you think this would smell like based off of just that name? It has fragrance notes of snickerdoodle spice, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk. This is through and through, again, that baked vanilla sugar cookie, fresh out the oven type smell. I feel like all of these fragrances, Merry Cookie, Christmas cookies, and this, all kind of fall into the same family. And to be completely honest, if you have one of these scents, I don't think you need all three, because I don't think that they're different enough. But I feel like this will be the easiest one to get right now, because this is in pretty much all Bath and Body Works at the moment. Of course, I had to get the matching lotion of this because I just want to smell like creamy cookie dough, fresh sugar cookies, fresh out the oven. My mouth is literally watering as I'm smelling these. This is so authentic, so sweet, gourmand, literally smells like a fresh baked cookie. If you like these types of scents, you would love it. I don't really like to smell like a sugared sweet snack on a daily basis, or if I'm going out to dinner or something like that. That's more of a scent I wear at the house. During the holidays, I feel like I'm literally going to wear that so much. When you're just with your family, I don't know, baking cookies, hanging out with your family, or going to bed type of scent, or you could wear it out to brunch or something. It's just a really good scent. If you love to smell like a literal walking snack, that's the scent. Right, and then two more from the same winter collection. They have actually one more in this same like packaging, same collection. I didn't pick that one up. Peace. It was iced raspberry Bellini, and I smelled it, but it was more of like a really fresh, fruity, kind of gave me like body wash type scent. So I wasn't like in love with it. Had a feeling I would probably put that on and it would be gone within like 5 minutes on my body. Overly fresh and fruity scents like that just don't really last on me. And it also had like this kind of tangy citrus type scent in it, which I'm not really into, so I passed on that one. But I really like these ones that I got. So the next one is Love Cotton Candy Champagne. This is so good, but this is very similar. It's a little different, but it's very similar to Champagne Sprinkles that they came out in the summer SAS. I literally got like 2 backups of these because it was absolutely like one of my favorite scents ever. It's so good. Normally I'm not into like tangy scents, but this one was like kind of tangy, but like a really sweet sugary raspberry at the same time. It literally smells like sprinkles. It's so good. And this one reminds me a lot of it. It has a bubbly rosé, sweet strawberry, and pink sugar. And the notes for Champagne Sprinkles were sparkling champagne, raspberry icing, and rainbow sprinkles. So they're pretty similar notes, and it's giving you very similar vibes, but I'm just obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with this like scent profile, and I don't think that they're so different, but I feel like if you missed out on that scent, then you would love this scent. Very sweet, very like sprinkle like. It has that sweet strawberry pink sugar. This is a scent that would pair up with the perfume pink sugar. Literally, they would be like a sweet lover's dream. Like, you will be smelling so good if you do that combination. And then the next one, of course, again, right up my alley. This is Hope Winter Peach Marshmallow. Another note that I'm not typically a fan of is peach. A lot of peach scents smell very musky to me, and I don't know, to my nose just does not like it. They had a peach scent in the summer SAS that they came out with. That scent to me literally smelled like body odor, like straight up. So now I'm very weary of peach scents, but when I saw that marshmallow here, I was like, I have to at least smell that. The fragrance notes are velvet peach, vanilla meringue, and creamy jasmine. Do those notes not sound so amazing? Like velvet peach, I'm like, okay. And then the vanilla meringue, yeah, like you can tell it's gonna be super fluffy and creamy. And then creamy jasmine, I love jasmine, but if it's creamy jasmine, I love it even more. This is so good. It has that peach element, but it's more like of a realistic peach, not super synthetic or body odor. But that peach is giving it like a little bit of a freshness to it, but then it dries down to a very creamy, fluffy, vanilla type scent, giving you marshmallow vibes. Although the name is Winter Peach Marshmallow, there's actually no marshmallow in the notes, but that vanilla meringue kind of mimics that scent. So this one is really good. Again, very sweet and kind of fruity at the same time. Then I picked up Gingham Heart of Gold. So I guess this is like a little flanker of Gingham. I was not a fan of Gingham. I never picked it up. Oh my god. I never picked up Gingham. I was not a fan. I'm not really a fan of super fresh, clean laundry type of scents. And I feel like that's what that scent like smelled like to me. So I just really was not into it. But this one... this literally smells like a perfume, and I swear I have a perfume, or at least smelled this perfume in my collection, and I'm going to get to the bottom of which perfume this smells like, because I want to include it in another perfume body mist like dupes video that I want to make. I already have a good list going of those scents, which, by the way, side note, please leave me in the comments any body mist dupes for high-end perfumes that you have, because I like to include the ones that you guys give me as well as like my own discoveries. So let me know your pick so I can include that in that video. But this scent smells so good. This is sweeter than Gingham. It's more perfumey than Gingham. It literally smells like a high-end perfume. Definitely a high-end perfume I smelled before. I just cannot pinpoint what it is right now. This has fragrance notes of crisp golden apple, creamy vanilla bean, and warm sandalwood. I feel like those notes speak to me. Not so much the crisp golden apple, because as I've mentioned, not really a fan of that. That usually gives off like this really fresh, almost like air freshener scent, but I just absolutely love it in this because that creamy vanilla bean kind of wraps it up, sweetens it up. The warm sandalwood, this is just so good. It smells like a freaking perfume. If you are not a fan of Gingham and you don't really like freshly, overly fresh linen, clean laundry type scents, I highly recommend this one. It's a lot sweeter, creamier, and just better. So at least go and smell this scent, because it really doesn't have anything to do with Gingham anymore. It's just like its own scent. Okay, then another winter collection that they came out with. This is Fireside Flurries. This completely caught me off guard, but this smells really good. It's so sweet and creamy. This is giving you very similar vibes to Cloud from Ariana Grande, Baccarat Rouge, that scent profile. It's in that scent family, but this one is better, and this smells very unisex to me. Like, I feel like a guy could definitely get away with wearing this. This has fragrance notes of toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. I feel like those are very similar notes to Ariana Grande's Clouds, but I feel like this is even sweeter, but with a more masculine element to it. I don't really know how to explain it. This honestly smells very sexy to me, very sweet, in that family of the Baccarat Rouges, Clouds, all of that. Very similar to those types of scents, but this one has a little bit more. It's a little bit creamier, it's a little bit sweet, and a little bit of that like masculine element in here, but I really enjoy that. So I think that would be a really good scent pairing with those type of scents. Then in that same collection as that one, this is Twinkling Midnight Sky. So I'm kind of on the verge about this one. I don't know if I completely like this or if this just smells like a deodorant. I feel like the dry down, it gets sweeter, but it kind of starts off smelling very much Dove deodorant. Like, I don't know. And I feel like the notes are so good in it that I'm like, why don't I like this? But this has midnight flower, sparkling vanilla, and iced blackberry. I feel like if it wasn't for that midnight flower, maybe I would like this more, because I feel like that is giving this like a floral element that I'm not digging, whereas the sparkling vanilla, the iced blackberry, I'm all about. So this one is definitely one I'm gonna have to. I've literally sprayed like a 1,000 sprays at this point. I don't even know what I'm smelling anymore. It opens up very floral, kind of powdery almost, and very much giving me Dove deodorant vibes. So that is what I'm not loving in here, but Everything else, like the dry down, it gets sweeter, it gets better, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one. I don't know if it's one that I'm going to return or exchange for a different scent. Let me know how you guys are liking Twinkling Midnight Sky, because I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know about that scent. The next scent is a classic Bath & Body Works winter scent. It pretty much comes out every single year. And this is Winter Candy Apple. This is actually my very first Winter Candy Apple. Again, as I said to you guys, I don't really gravitate towards apple fragrances, but this one is so good, and I can't believe that I had never smelled this one before, and this was like my first year smelling Winter Candy Apple. This is very perfumey. I know that the name is like Winter Candy Apple. You would think like juvenile fragrance. It's not like the most mature fragrance in the world, but there is like a perfumey high-end quality to it that I'm really digging. I really like this scent. It has fragrance notes of candy red apple, winter rose petals, candied orange, maple leaf, and fresh cinnamon. There's a lot going on in here. This is a complex fragrance. It's not just like your typical boring apple scent, and I feel like this could be worn all year round. There's not really anything I smell in here that is giving me like strictly winter vibes, because I'm just getting like a really perfumey apple type scent, like very candy like, a little bit like musky, but it's really pretty, and I liked it so much that I picked up the matching body lotion to pair up. And this is a strong scent, by the way. You spray this and it'll stay on and it'll smell strong throughout the day, especially if you pair it up with the lotion. You basically like double up the lasting power. I recommend that scent if you have not ever smelled it like me. We're getting down to the last 3 scents. So this is Pure Wonder. A lot of people were kind of like very excited about this scent, but at the same time kind of let down by this scent. Personally, I really like this. Again, this is a very perfumey scent to me. I would put this in the same sort of category as You're the One, Into the Night, 1,000 Wishes, because all those scents are very perfume-like scents. Like, they're probably like Bath & Body Works like strongest scents. And this one I feel like goes into the same family, not necessarily because it smells similar to those, because I don't think it does, but because it also gives you that like expensive perfume-like quality. And this is a little bit more of like a complex scent. I really like it. I mean, is it generic? Yeah, kinda, but I think it smells really nice. It has notes of ice rosé, star jasmine, and warm white amber. So this is kind of fresh because of that like jasmine, and I smell that. I love jasmine, as I've mentioned a lot. And then that ice rosé gives this like a little bit of a sparkling, tangy like feel, and then the warm white amber kind of rounds it up a little bit. It gives it a lot more sweetness, a little bit of creaminess, but I would say this is very like sparkling, kind of like berry like at the same time as well. But it's a really pretty floral, sweet, sparkling, feminine scent. It's not the most complex smelling perfume or scent in the world, but I think this is really nice. In some of my previous Bath & Body Works hauls that I've done, people will literally come for me in the comments because I will accidentally say like, this perfume smells really nice, and people in the comments will literally be like, that's a body mist, it's not a perfume. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like sometimes you mess up your words. I feel like people are like in the comments and they're like, I'm waiting for her to mess up so I can comment. Anyways, the next scent I have is Raspberry Chiffon. I'm so sad that I didn't get the lotion of this because I don't think that they have this anymore. I'm pretty sure they got rid of all of them. I just happened to find this in like one of the last Bath & Body Works that I went to like a week or 2 ago. They just had like a few of these, and I bought it not thinking I would fall so in love with it because people were saying this is very similar to Pink Chiffon, which I love, which is why I bought this. But I didn't expect to love this even more than Pink Chiffon. This is so good. Like the raspberry element in here is really doing it for me because it's basically Pink Chiffon but more fruity. Pink Chiffon has a little bit of like a floral element. It smells very similar to this, like they're in the same family of scents, very much like could be dupes, but this is more fruity and more berry like, which I've mentioned a million times in this video. I love. This has notes of black raspberry, ice, pear, and whipped sugar. So good. So I just brought out my Pink Chiffon. This has notes of sparkling red pear, jasmine petals, tiara flower, vanilla orchid, and chiffon musk. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a ton more florals in here. Like, it's still so sweet and sugary and delicious, so feminine and girly and pretty and pink like, but there's a lot of florals in here, even though it doesn't really come off as like a floral fragrance, because I mean, let's be real, it's just a sweet scent. But this one doesn't have any florals in it. You just get black raspberry, iced pear, and whipped sugar. So this one is like that scent, but way more fruity and more berries, and I'm all about it. This is going to pair up with so many scents. I'm just so bummed out that I never got the lotion of this. Honestly, I would have even like doubled up on the spray, because I think that's a scent I will be using a lot. The very last scent I have to show you guys, this is one that I'm kind of like on the fence about. This is Golden Sunflower. So I smelled this at the store and I really liked it, but once I got home and I kept spraying this is giving me bug spray. Kind of dries down a little bit sweeter, but like in the initial spray, it literally smells like bug repellent to me. This has sunflower petals, orange flower, and fresh vanilla. So this is very fresh overall and very floral overall. It almost gives me like a coconut vibes, which is weird because there's no coconut in it. But yeah, I don't know. This is a little overly fresh, a little overly like almost powdery, and just bug spray vibey to me. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. So I feel like the two kind of duds of this haul were these two, where I'm just not really sure what to do with them entirely. Let me know in the comments for both of these scents what you think of them. Do you like these? Do you hate them? Let me know. So that is it. I feel like I've been talking for hours, and I think I have been talking for hours. Like, my voice is so strained. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know your recent Bath & Body Works picks, if you have bought any new Bath & Body Works scents. And let me know your favorites, because I'm in Bath & Body Works more than I am in my own home. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you guys in my next video.